picks up an unmistakable disturbance in the murky water. He can't see it, but something's out there, some kind of prey. He knows this because he has hundreds of tiny sensors, like beard stubble, running the length of his body, particularly near his jaws, directly connected by nerves to his brain. A ripple hits a crocodile's jaws, and the croc can immediately calculate which side felt it more strongly and in what proportion. And if that ripple's source is close enough, and it's a prey item, in 200 milliseconds, twice as fast as the blink of an eye, it triggers a lunge and a snap. But just before the source comes into range, a sound startles him. It's a mother croc diving into the water, headed straight for him. Suddenly, the source of those ripples becomes clear. A 2-day-old baby crocodile swims less than a meter away. 10 years ago, he was the hatchling being threatened by every predator in the swamp. Now, the shoe is on the other foot. But the mother croc, larger than the juvenile male, springs to her hatchling's defense.
She's protecting them all the time, and she's very, very aggressive. Female will be all over him like a cheap suit.
Smaller than the mother croc who's taken over this pool, he has no choice but to get away as fast as he can and find another pool to call home. He has to settle for a very small one, a watering hole he has all to himself. But if it doesn't attract any big prey, he may not survive. It's been 2 weeks, and no large prey items have even come close to this watering hole. Each day, he's expending more than 1,200 calories. And he doesn't have enough energy to make it to yet another watering hole.
The young croc doesn't figure out how to get something he can actually eat. He's going to get weaker and weaker. He's putting more energy than he has to in order to get his food. And eventually, he's going to get too tired to grab anything even substantial.
With the situation desperate, suddenly the sensors on his jaw pick up something. He can't see through the murky water, but picking up ripples on the surface, his sensors give him very specific information about where the ripples are coming from. He swims closer and peeks his eyes above the water. 2 meters away is a 45-kilogram impala. The more than 60,000 calories could keep him alive for 4 months. But if he blows this opportunity, it could cost him his life. To take this impala down, he'll need every one of his evolutionary advantages. By exhaling just 20% of the air in his lungs and flipping his tail 20 centimeters to the side, he slides silently into his optimal kill radius. His extraordinary stealth gets him into striking range. But if he's going to take down something 10 times larger than anything he's killed before, it's going to come down to the final launch. Will it be fast enough to surprise this impala? With spring from his legs, power from his muscular tail, and some of the most bone-crushing jaws on the planet, our young croc has sunk his teeth into the flesh of a large mammal. Finally, this 10-year-old juvenile becomes a full-fledged bull. The 60,000 calories propel him on to his next hunt. And 5 seasons later, when the wildebeest come, he'll return to the Mara River and take his place next to the older males. By then, his perfectly engineered body will be big enough and strong enough. And after the feast, when the lean times come, to conserve energy, he can drastically slow his body down. After beating the odds, he's now proven why Nile crocodiles are so successful and why they rule the river.